Hi everyone, thank you for joining me today. This is Marilyn Gale. It's still pretty hot out here. It's almost 7:30 p.m. and I just turned the AC off, got the fans on. But I wanted to come and just share something with you. Over the weekend, my little dog, the youngest one, got sick. And he's a greedy little thing, so he's always putting something in his mouth just like a little baby. So I thought it was something that, he found outside and ate and was making him sick, and, his boo-boo is black and he lost his appetite, and that in itself told me that he was sick. He lost his little appetite, didn't want anything, any of his favorite snacks or anything. He just wanted to lay down. And so his breathing was heavy, and I was so worried about him. He would just look up with his eyes, and usually like if the doorbell ring, and I know you guys heard it, in other videos, when the doorbell rings, if somebody's at the door or anything, he'll growl and bark and run to the door. Well, somebody, mailman or whatever it was, and rang the doorbell, he'd even look up, and that's how sick he was. So I was getting really panicked and worrying, and I said, okay, it was Saturday, I'm going to have to take him to emergency dog, the pet hospital. And if you go to the pet hospital, you're not getting out of there under $300-400. So I said, but you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do, because I don't want, it was looking real serious. I really didn't think he would last another day the way he was doing. So I was panicking. But then I got the bright idea, I'm gonna pray. Yes, I'm gonna pray for my dog. So I started praying, and I just came to the Lord and just, this is your creation. You gave him to me for a reason, because he had birth defects when he was born. His esophagus is thinner than, normal, so I have to feed him small meals. I feed him 3, sometimes 4 meals a day. And then he has his leg kind of go out, kind of go bend out when he walk, so anyway, he's like had some medical problems, and I just, prayed. I know that prayer works. Usually I would call my sister, and occasionally the other dogs would get out and I couldn't find them, so I would pray and I would look all over the neighborhood, and I'm telling you, all the times, I found him. So I said, well, you know what, I prayed with the other dogs, got lost, and not one time, did I have to just give up and say I can't find them, or they can't find their way home. So I said, well, I'm going to believe that those prayers was answered. So since those prayers was answered, I'm going to pray that my dog get well, get healed. I'm telling you guys, I prayed that prayer. And a lot of people, they figure, they can't pray because, oh, I did this and I do that. Guys, I'm going to tell you right now, I am not perfect by no means. But he heard me. I know he heard me, because I prayed, and then I didn't go anywhere. I just wanted to watch him. And I started seeing signs that he was getting better about an hour later. And then because he ate a little bit, and that was a sign because he had not eaten anything. He had drank a little water, and I had to take like a little syringe type thing because he had diarrhea. I had to take a syringe and make sure he got some liquids in him because I didn't want him to be dehydrated. And so my son had come out with his girlfriend, and he even noticed that he's not even growling at me because he followed my son to the spare room that he was in, and he didn't even pay him no attention. So we all noticed that he wasn't feeling good. But then it's like, now I don't care who is going to dispute this. I know what I know, that I know what I know. It's like information that I had not thought of. Just the thoughts just start coming into my head like, okay, the little one got sickest of the three. Well, actually of the two. My middle dog has symptoms too, but he's like a trooper. When he don't feel good, he'll still try to play or come to me or what have you. So it takes a lot. But the little one got problems anyway. And so, and he's a little bitty old thing. So it hit him hard. But I began to get thoughts like, okay, the big dog, he didn't want nothing to do with this dry food because I give my dogs dry food and wet food combination. But the bigger dog, he didn't want the dry, crunchy, he just wanted the wet food, the dog food out of the can. So he ate that. He didn't get any symptoms. And then the other two have different wet food. My other dog has the middle dog has the same canned food as the older one that didn't get sick. The thing in common, that's what I'm trying to get to. The thing in common was they both had the same dry food, and I just bought this food. It's the food, guys. So I took them off after I prayed. I took both of them off of the dry food. And instead of the dry food, I pinched off, I had some bread. And I pinched off bread for the little one and gave both of them the bread with their canned food. And you could see maybe the poison in their system was the bread absorbed. I don't know. But you could see that they were getting better. So when my son went out and came back, and the little one ran to the door and started growling at him, and so my son was like, he's back. And I could tell he still wasn't 100%, but I can tell he was getting better. Now it's like, if he's not 100%, I can't tell. Come here, Duke. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Ooh. Forgive me, you guys. I tried to groom him, so, it's kind of lopsided. And the thing about it, when he was sick, and I wanted to keep him clean, if you know what I mean, from boo-booing, he just savored that water and just let me wash him down, and he just relaxed instead of trying to get out of the tub the way he used to. But he was so sick, and I'm telling you, and like I said, I don't care who believes it. God has proved me on many occasions, not several, that prayer works. Like, what's the scripture? You have not because you ask not. And sometimes, to pop in my head, why am I going through certain things? I need to just pray. for whatever the circumstances is. So he's good. He is good. And he's bopping around, and he's nosy like he used to, getting into things. And you know what? While he was sick, I was saying, I wish he was nosy. That would let, prying into things and grabbing things and doing things he's not supposed to do, because I wish he would do that, so that would show me that he's better. So he's up to his old shenanigans again. But I just wanted to bring you that I don't consider myself a holy roller. I really, really don't. I don't. But you can't dispute certain things. You can't deny certain things. But I just wanted to bring that to you. And I'd had errands to run, but I didn't want to leave him by itself. I wanted to kind of watch his progress, because it was Saturday, and then Sunday is when I prayed, and if I said something different, it was Sunday. So all day Saturday, I woke up to him just sick. And the middle dog, he's good. And what triggered me with him is at night I keep him in their little cage. So the middle one, Gizmo, he would whine. It would be like 2, 3 in the morning. I think that poison in the dog food would hit, and he would whine, and I'd let him all out, and he did what he did. And I would look at it and I said, oh my God, what is wrong with you guys? So, but the older one is like old school, he's been around a little bit. He's the oldest of the 3, so he got a little, he got a little wisdom in his little dog brain, because he knew not to eat that food. That's not like him. He eats everything. He's a greedy gut, but he would not eat that dry dog food. He'd eat the canned dog food, and that was it. So I stopped giving all of them that food. In fact, I called the company, because I just bought that. I called the company and talked to somebody and told them, it's poison. This is a bad batch. And the only thing, I wish I had taken them to the doctor, but then that would have been expensive. But then, I would have had to fight to get reimbursed for the medical expenses. But I don't know what they're going to do, because today I just called and told them the process of elimination, about how I figured out it is the food. So I gave them the lot number and some other number, and all the information on the bag. I got the customer service, if you're not satisfied with this product, no, I'm not satisfied with that product. You're trying to kill my fur babies. So anyway, they took all my information, and they're going to call I was told they're going to call headquarters, and so I'm not sure what they would do. A lot of times they'll give you a free product. I don't want no more of that product. This time, they may not be, lucky enough to survive another bout, because I'm telling you guys, that little one especially, he looked like he was going to leave this earth. So like I said, I was able to do some errands today and get out for a little bit, and take care of some business thing, because I did not do anything while my dog was sick. I just needed to watch him. And I won't tell you all the details of them being sick, or the little one being sick, because it'll gross you out. But okay, those are my babies, so I take care of them. I take care of them good. I guess, I take care of them good. Anyway, that's what I wanted to tell you, because I just feel so blessed to have known that my prayers were answered. And in one of my earlier videos, like when I first started this chapter, and let me just tell it really quick because I don't want to do the same thing. God let me know that He heard me. He hears me when I pray. He let me know, because I'll tell this story very quickly. I was coming home from one job, and it was a while back because I was working one job and then I was doing the census. And I looked up in the, I had heard, it was on a Sunday I went to church, and then Monday I did go to the job. And so a thought just came into my head. I was listening to this program and I was saying, you know what? If I was the only one that you had to die on the cross for, Jesus, would you do that just for me? And so, I said, would you just die and endure all that pain just for me? If I was the only one that needed you to die, would you do it for me? So anyway, fast forward, Monday I'm coming home from one job, getting ready to go to the other job. So I had the radio on and I'm listening, and this pastor came on. And right when I had turned on the channel, maybe about a minute later, I don't know what he was talking about previously. I don't know what the topic, what the scripture was, but he said, you asked if it was just you, would I die for you? The answer is yes. So I know that He hears me. He heard me, and I wasn't praying for anything. I just asked a question. He answered my question, but not only did He answer my question and assure me that if I was the only one, He would die for me, He let me know He heard me. So people, I know that I'm heard. And I'm not trying to preach to nobody and get on no soapbox, get on a soapbox and just, I can't convert anybody. I can just tell you my experience. So, looks like my battery is going to go dead right now. So, guys, thank you for joining me. Subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time. Have a good rest of the week. Bye-bye.